Welcome to Mishna study, Masechet Maasrot, Perek Aleph Mishnah Chet. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to speak about figs. Right, so certain figs, at what stage are these obligated in Maasrot? Right, same idea. When is the Gmar Melachto? Right, when's Gmar Melachta, and when is its final production stage? So Ha'igul, Mishia Halikenu. If you have a fig cake, so when you smoothen it out, they would take some like juices. They would literally like smooth out the that top of the fig cake, give it a nice little shine. Mahalikim b'te'enim u'ba'anavim shel tevel. You could go ahead and you could take, you smooth out, these figs, with a, you're allowed to use figs and grapes of tevel, right? You're not going to say, oh, because I'm using it now, in tevel, it's going to cause it to, decay or rot a little earlier. And when you're going ahead and doing this, you may lose some of the teruma. So maybe you won't be allowed to do it. No, Tanakama says it's allowed. Rabbi Yehuda says it's asur. Mahalik ba'anavim. Let's say you do this now, right? Lo chshav, Rabbi Yehuda, Tanakama says doesn't become susceptible to becoming tameh, right? It's not considered susceptible, one of the 7 liquids. Rabbi Yehuda says no, it is considered susceptible if you use the grapes because we consider it like wine. Right, and wine is one of the 7 liquids, and therefore now it makes that item, right, this fig cake, susceptible to becoming tameh. Hagirogrot mishiadush. When it comes to dried figs, mishiadush, when you actually dash them, so you actually dress them, you pound them one on top of another in these the kilim, right, in certain utensils that you would usually store them in. Right, so at that point, that's its final stage. The migura, mishiagel. Right, when it comes to the migura, right, this is the basically the storage area. Mishiagel. Once you flatten it out, you lay it out in a precise order. That's the mishiagel. Right now, haya dash b'havit u'me'agel b'migura. Right, me'agel, by the way, comes from the language of it's the ma'agal, right, itself. Is the ma'agila, is something that they would actually use. It's like that rolling, a lot of times you see them to use like to roll out a tennis court, or like these really big rollers that they flatten out, land and straighten it out. Right, that's what the ma'agila is. So here, that's where you got the term mishiagil from, right? Because you're flattening out the whole area, you're setting it up in an orderly fashion. So once you do that to these to these figs in the storage area, right? That's its final stage. Right, let's say that you're pounding it down in the barrel, or you laying it out, straight in the storage area. Right, so you did this, you finished the process, and now what happens after you finish? Now the barrel breaks, or the storage unit opens up and everything comes out. Don't think you're allowed to go ahead and eat a temporary eating from it. No. It reached its final stage, and now at this point, it's considered tevil. You're not allowed to eat from it, even a temporary eating. Right? You're only allowed to eat arai, a temporary eating, before it reached its gmar melacha, right? Before it reaches final production stage. Once it reaches its final production stage, even if it seems to regress, right, to a certain area, a certain time, it doesn't matter. You're not allowed to go ahead and eat from it. Arai, Rabbi Yosef does allow, but halacha is not like Rabbi Yosef, nor like Rabbi Yehuda and anything that he mentioned here.